Trouble keeping up with the Joneses? Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, Aaron Jones, no picnic a week ago. He's looking for another big game, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Green Bay Packers. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, the tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard 34. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
Just 4 weeks left in the regular season, and he has to be firmly in the driver's seat for the MVP award.
Yeah, as the month of December all shakes out, and the debate will certainly heat up, but he's done everything they've asked of him.
Wouldn't you love to be in his head right now, though, to see what he's thinking, how it's affecting him? Is he thinking about it at all? Are his teammates talking to him about it? He's dealing with a little bit of pressure, though, even though he's right now the #1 guy.
And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
And they should be set up for a big game. They have one of the hottest offenses in the league. They're coming in riding a winning streak, but we've seen these quick turnaround games really wreak havoc with what you've done previously. Hopefully they simplified their offense, and they'll just let their playmakers go out and do what they do best.
And he'll get this up out the 40. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Watch the twist.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is downfield. Let's get the call. That one on Brian Bulaga.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's good. Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Now it's Rodgers, and Graham's got it, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. Down he goes at the 10 with a step of 8. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone. Dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 5 carries, 105 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer.
And this is going to be intercepted by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Yellow waiting. Heavy on the edges.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Roughing the passer defense.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll run it here. This is Mark. Oh, he sheds himself free. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mack. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards. 15. To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. He's got it to Hilton. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Breeze. That ball is caught. It's Doyle. Touchdown Colts. Jack Doyle. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them up. Because you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, I'm going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Rodgers now, after the pitch drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. It's caught here by Adams. And they do get him down, but not before he's inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered,
got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams hitting doubles with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to great quality to have, and you have to maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Breeze now to throw. Taking tight end Doyle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll run it down with Marlon Mack. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also Mix. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. He completes this one to Mack. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Going jet sweep, here's Campbell. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the 29, Breeze looking middle, and it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. On the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
Be accepted.
Let's go.
Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers caught on the right side by Adams. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's get some penetration here.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Spins by. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Let's go.
Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. And he's good under the lights here tonight, hasn't he, partner?
He certainly has, and I up for that because I don't know what it's like for you, but to me, preparing for a night game involves a little bit more. Trying to hold your intensity, hold that edge throughout an entire day of waiting to get out there and play. You know, the meetings, what time you're going to eat, all of those things. He's harnessed it very well. It's turning in a nice performance.
Yeah, he's closing in on 100 yards. For me, it's all about the afternoon nap for a night game.
I like the way you prep.
That's going to push him back half the distance.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
51's Mike.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and all fourth.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And out will come the offense as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Breeze now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sack, baby. Sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Colts on down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. To throw is Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Rashawn Gary in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's that energy create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his 1st catch, and it's good for a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this 1st half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's 1 step in the proper direction.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On the ground, it's Mack. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 26. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Davis. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the field and spill the play.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They run their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
False start, offense.
Well, maybe he was going to be involved in that play from his tight end spot, and he jumped.
Yeah, don't tell me that those guys don't like to block. That's what we say about them nowadays in the NFL. But I think he felt he was one of the key pieces in that play and wanted to get out and execute the assignment very fast.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On third down, here's Jones. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result, a Green Bay score. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
Here's Breeze to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Breeze. They'll run the screen with Mack. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Breeze to throw again. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Rashawn Gary, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're fine with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And thanks very much. We'll get back to you two in just a moment. First, we just want to give everybody a look ahead to what's in store for us this weekend as we enter the final month of this NFL season. In the early window, lots of good matchups to choose from. We'll highlight the game in Detroit, a big one for the Lions, as they'll be forced to reckon with the Atlanta Falcons. In the late afternoon games, one of the best of the bunch will be at Soldier Field in Chicago, where it'll be the Bears taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. And one final game to highlight. It's Sunday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tennessee Titans. In our game, it was the right arm of Drew Brees that led the way in the first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game, as we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. From the gun on third down, Breeze. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, that's how you convert on third, an explosive gain of 34.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
All day, every day, any day.
Now a play fake. Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And then more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. On third and long, it's Breeze. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. The result was a Marlon Mack touchdown run. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just get to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Rodgers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yards.
Done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
51's the mine. 51's the mine. We want this.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae with number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that's just a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you just open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Let's go. Here we got Mike.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze. Funchess has it complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. Breeze now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's got Jack Doyle. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boys.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody touchdown, we know that, but in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Keep playing.
About set to get this turned in, the Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 29, Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers. On first down, Rodgers. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
You ready?
Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
We got 4. It's a pickup of 3.
Again, it's Williams.
Go, run.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
In the back, offense.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Going 90 seconds in the 3rd.
Hey. 4 down.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Jones has it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to, isn't it, guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. The Colts on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
False start, offense.
That one on the left tackle, Anthony Costanzo. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's got it to Hilton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert to 9. Here's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Rodgers now on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hatch it. 48-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. And he will find the open man. It's Jamal Moore. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. They come up on a furl and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. To throw is Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are a point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. A 10-play drive that time, and the result, a Green Bay score. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and a tight game. Punting last time, see if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep and affect their play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Breeze. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
Charles, you'd said the was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and the Colts pick it up. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Time for the next drive. We'll see what tight end Jack Doyle and the rest of this offense can do. And the numbers show it. Low involvement early, but since he's been involved, it's been a good thing for this offense. Indeed it has, and when you're able to finally get him going, get him fully integrated into the offense, things feel a whole lot. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one. Second down and goal. Breeze. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another. So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh? Not at all. Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Passer defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Breeze. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Preston Smith, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
One of the plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third. And he's going to go down again. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big sphere. This for a 4th quarter lead. Vinatieri's kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of my mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Back to throw. And this one's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be a 3rd down. He's back to throw. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go. Set 51 team Ready.
They'll try again with Jones. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane, so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. So that drive consumes 9 plays all. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Drew Brees in the offense. Down by 5, 1:09 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. 5-9. You can't block me. You can't block me. Strong left. Strong left. Strong left.
To throw is Brees. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
Back to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Green Bay, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.